Hello everybody and welcome back to Survival Challenge. There's Chainsaw. Now Chainsaw is going to go and drill the field over there for number 2 with a cereal crop, because that's what we can do now, because we do now have a direct drill, something which we haven't had up to this point, up to the previous episode in the series, which is quite amazing really, because it's one of the first things we usually buy, a direct drill. We've been making do with the planter. Anyway, whilst Chainsaw is doing that, I'm going to hopefully lower the sides, or the last side I get to, there we go, and we're going to put our canola oil onto this trailer, ready for the best time, which is just in a couple of months time, and we're going to get 20% bonus as well, because it'll be going to the kiosk. Now I did actually mention getting the kiosk on my Hutan Pantai series, but I didn't get a great reception to that. I think probably a lot of people want to keep it strictly on this map, because the map comes with it, and I don't know, maybe it sort of ruins the experience on Hutan Pantai. I don't know, but it's brilliant on this map to have it. You can buy it on any map. There we go. So we're just going to load all these up. I don't know how many there are. There could be quite a serious number. Oh no, just these 3 and then those 3, so we've got 6 in total so far. Very good. The limit actually is 6 if you don't move them out of the way. That's why we're doing it now, so that when we rest, it's not going to stop the production. Because we probably don't have that much to do in September. We're waiting for the sunflowers. They'll be ready in October or November, and then really, yeah, just waiting for spring. Waiting for spring, and the poplar. We mustn't forget the poplar. Hopefully the poplar is ready to harvest next month. That would be good. To be honest, I thought it was going to be ready this month, but apparently it needs a bit more time. But that's fine. Oh crikey! Really, I think 2 is the limit for this skid steer. We could do with getting the Kubota one, really. that's how you do it. You just enthusiastically lift up the super boom really quickly, and it will get around that problem. It doesn't have time to tip over. So there we go. That's that done for now, but we'll be doing it again soon. I guess as we're in this, it would be a good idea to go over here, just to make sure we don't have any other pallets of stuff that need to be moved. I've got 4 lettuce pallets. It's not actually time to sell lettuce just yet, but again, when it is time, there we go into the kiosk, get 20% bonus, and look at this. 3 more of these for the spinnery. We'll take all 4 though, even though the last one is partially filled. Only just started actually. And then I need to try and find a job myself. I guess rolling. It would make a lot of sense. Rolling after drilling. Or weeding. As Chainsaw quite rightly points out, yes, the field which we drilled in the previous episode needs to be weeded. So we'll do that. Weeding completed. Until the next month when we have to do field number 2 and any other fields that might get done in September, but I don't know if there will be any more actually. So yeah, let's get the roller. The job I was going to do before doing anything else, but I didn't actually remember about the weeding, so it's a good job the weeding is now done. Yeah, so we're going to have to wait a little bit because Chainsaw was doing the lime spreading. We should buy the rope makers for 300,000. Okay. The rope maker. So this would be for the playground. I'm guessing this was a suggestion, because I know a lot of people do suggest productions and stuff, which we should get on Chainsaw's video. I do get them on mine as well, but I think Chainsaw gets an awful lot about the productions. So, obviously big production fans. Yeah, same price to build, but of course if we put it on our own land, it would take up space, so we don't really want to do that. There's a lot of rope lying around. I wonder if they can spare any. No, we won't steer any. That would be very naughty. But no, it is obviously something to aim for. We have £51,000. We can get a bit more money right now from the sawmill. I wonder if that small sawmill can take this massive log yet. The only way to find out is by giving it a nudge. For whatever reason, nudging the logs can assist them to be accepted. Just going to put that there. Okay, here we go. We're going to nudge. In that case, it's probably too big. It also probably is worthwhile putting it into the other sawmill, because that one is processing wood super fast. Just depends if I can pick it up or not, which I probably can't. Well, I could if I did it properly. There we go. We can get other trees for this one. So yeah, we'll load up these 6 pallets. Oh, I've crashed into the wood miser. Right, let's just boosted that. 46,000 litres now. That was a decent log. I'll load these up and we'll get them sold, but I really would not be surprised if there is another one waiting to spawn here any second. Oh, it's 2. Look at that. Let's just speed up time briefly. It should spawn. There we go. So we've got 2 months. We've got 8. We've got 8. So good. That's another 70,000 from the wooden products. Always good to see that huge income. But yeah, we're at 121,000. not even halfway to 300, but it's a good step in the right direction. And we know that when we do sell the poplar bales, we're going to be making probably 300 just in one go, 300,000. So yeah, that's before you take into account anything like the canola oil or any of the other harvested products or spinnery products, fabric. It's going to be very good overall. So yeah, just finishing off here. And I'm just trying to think if there's anything else to do in September. I can see in the forecast we do have rain, so that's delightful. It's actually perfect. It is perfect because we've just got this crop in, so the seeds can be watered. If that sort of system was implemented into Farming Simulator, I really do wish that it was. There is actually the mod. I haven't tried it out yet, but I am intrigued by it. I think it's something like the extreme weather mod or something like that, and it does add extreme weather such as droughts into the game. Probably not best for this series, even though this is Survival Challenge. It's multiplayer, and I always, well, we both like to keep multiplayer, as simple as possible, so there's not loads and loads of mods running at the same time. But yeah, it's brilliant for like a single player. The rain is due to be here around 12, so we've got maybe an hour and a half maximum. But it's not like we're going to be harvesting or anything, so it really doesn't matter. So we'll follow that up, we'll get it taken back to the yard, and we'll see what the next job is. I know the best time for goat's milk is actually October and January. January is supposed to be way better than October, but already the price is so good. Look, it's 8,871. The peak is only supposed to be just over 9,000. So next month we may be ready because we've got so much. The only problem is I have just started to load up the canola oil onto the pickup truck's trailer. So this one's not available, but we could just put them onto here. There are a lot. There really are a lot of pallets, so we probably should just use this. And it doesn't really bother me driving to the dairy with this setup. It's not that far. Look at this. Of course, we do need to determine which one is the partially filled one, because they all look the same. It's this one. Okay. These are all 1,000 litres. So we have 5,333 litres in total. And we could get, next month, £9,000 for each one. And of course more will be made overnight. Oh, water. Yes, that was a concern of mine. They're doing okay. They've got plenty. But probably not enough to sleep from now until October. So we will have to go and get the water tanker. Oh yeah, these don't stack very well for obvious reasons. So I won't stack them. It will end very, very badly. I think the water tanker is in the refill point, I think. It is. So whilst I'm at it, we are going to come back to that loading. Whilst I'm at it, we were just going to take this to the greenhouse as well. Because we don't really need to be down here except for refilling. So it's best to make sure that greenhouse is as full as possible. It'll probably take loads. But that's good, because it means it will take some of the weight out. I know how much trouble I have getting this into the position of the goats. That is the only problem with having such a big tanker. Oh, look at that. Blimey, that was getting empty. Good job I checked it. At least they get to launch. Although those mowers need moving because I keep launching and almost crashing directly into the mowers. Okay, here we are, arriving on our side on 2 wheels. Oh no, sorry, 3 wheels. Okay, whoops. Yeah, they don't take much. did actually fall out of the trigger, I think, but they still didn't take much. There we go. Good. Well, we can potentially leave that there. So we can continue to refill the trough. I'll get these loaded up. And then, yeah, we might move on to October. We're ready. We're ready for October. Here we go. Hello, Walter. Are you ready? I'll take that as a yes. He does nothing. He just stands around. This is going to be interesting. We'll see what we've got. We might have sunflowers ready. We might have poplar ready. And we will have, of course, germinated crops in field number 2. Oh, the poplar still isn't ready. But it's not a problem. Just as long as it's ready by January, because that's when we're selling. Well, it should be. Certainly should be. And yes, soybeans as well. Forgot about the soybeans. They're ready too. Good to see. So what is ready? Are the sunflowers ready? They are. We've got sunflowers, we've got soybeans. Perfect. But we don't yet have the poplar. Not a problem, because we are obviously very busy. Okay, and we've also got 2 more pallets of canola oil. So I'm just going to check upon that price for goat's milk just before I get too involved with the harvest. Although really it's not a very labour intensive harvest because there's no baler or anything. They are just literally cut or harvest and unload. There we go. Right. Lettuce is January. Goat's milk. Oh, look what it did. It did that thing. So we can sell now at 8,828. Or we can wait 3 more months and go for at least, well, hopefully at least 9,000. It's not guaranteed, but hopefully 9,000. How many do we have? That one's almost full. I think I am just going to sell them. And I get a lot of comments saying, oh, stop being so ridiculous. Stop waiting for every improvement. If it's good enough, just go for it. Now, I agree and I disagree with that. It really comes down to the product. Some products can move an awful lot. Like, just waiting another month can give you maybe £200 more for every pallet, and you would not throw that away. This one is potentially 150, 175 more, but it's not a 1 month wait, it's a 3 month wait, and it doesn't guarantee that we get 9. We don't necessarily get 9, it's just that is the trend. So I think I am just going to sell them. We need to free up the trailer too. Look at these trees, they're growing nicely. So yeah, we'll just get rid of these and then we'll move on. Now this is not a product that can go to the kiosk. This does have to go to the dairy. Moo's milk, big Moo's milk. Yep, we need this trailer for the wooden products, and we'd have to store these pallets somewhere if we weren't going to sell them right now. That's good, that is a really good amount. 52,000, lovely. So yeah, we'll take this back to the sawmills. We'll probably end up loading in the next episode now. Hopefully get 2 months worth, and then that'd be a huge payment, like £150, £150,000. 150 would be appalling. It looks like it is 3 a day of each. There we go. Okay, so we will see what we need to do. We need to grab a trailer, I should think. think we'll probably use the Fendt, because I very rarely get to use the Fendt. I know it's very large just for towing a trailer, but I rarely get to use it, as I said. Look at all those eggs. Now, eggs should be best in November, but there is a chance that October is the best time, so I'll have to check on that. We might have to bring that trailer down here. Actually, that's a good point. Likely is needed here. But first, let's see if Chainsaw needs to unload. Soybeans don't tend to fill the combine that quickly. He's about half full. And annoyingly, I think we've just passed the best time for soybeans. I think it's about June, July time. Yeah, July if I'm not mistaken. So these, well, I guess could be processed, or we'll just have to store them. Let's have a look at the mill. Let's have a look here. Yeah, we'll just have to store them, I think. So, let's have a look at those eggs. Yep, it's going to be November. And they will be sold at the kiosk. So, they don't have far to go. They really don't have far to go. But having said this, they do need to be on a trailer. Otherwise, really, it's just going to be a bit of a waste of time shuttling backwards and forwards when we don't need to. Oh, you know what? It would seem ridiculous not to sell these now. Let's sell these again, and then we will load up the trailer with eggs. Bad. Very good. We'll leave that one there because it's still filling up. But we'll just get a total so far. $19,000 litres. And I was just going to check as well the soybeans. I know, as I said, the best time is June, July. Yeah, it's not worth selling. So that really does just need to go into storage. So, fair number 2 requires fertiliser, and that's what we have here. As you can see, Chainsaw is in the weeding, making a big difference there. It's like the difference between night and day. And yes, that is the most inefficient way of doing spreading. We're going to have to try and find a different working direction. Let's have a look here. I think that is going to have to do, unfortunately. I've improved it. So yeah, let's get it spread. Fertilizing done. There we go. So that, I think, is going to wrap it up for today. We have, as always, achieved a great deal. When you condense them all down, all these long playing sessions into time lapses, it turns out being a 25-minute video, and yeah, it's actually over an hour and a half. So sometimes actually it can be as much as 2 hours, but that gets a bit much for the video length. Even if you're time lapse, you're still going to be like 35-40 minutes, and it's a bit too long. I think I know some people would absolutely love that, but it is a bit too long. And there we go. Yeah, so I look forward to selling these eggs in the next episode. It's going to be very good. And no doubt we have other things to sell as well. But we're going to leave it here. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.